शांति। जैसे सुख कई बच्चे कहती है और शक्तियां तो मेरे में है,
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avekti Parivar. Today's day 8. Divine Sanskar, Divine World. Devi Sanskar, Devi Sansar. Sato elements. Sato Prakriti. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Day by day, we are experiencing Sato quality, Sato gun within the self. Today, I was feeling that each one of us, I'm sure you all must be experiencing that there is Sato, and Sato is where you're very much into deep silence, very peaceful, and there is no kind of flickering in the lamp, and also full of light and might, because every day we are practicing paying attention. There is natural pull towards one's own eternal self, very natural remembrance of Baba, closeness to Baba. I'm sure you all also must be experiencing Satogund. Can I see hands who are experiencing that? Yeah, let me see. You see the difference in few days, right? At least I can see lot. So if we are experiencing Sato, after that next stage will be Sato Pradhan. So now is Sato, and then will be Sato Pradhan. Or some of us might be experiencing what we also call Sato Pradhan. Even atmosphere in the world is Tamo, and there could also be Rajo energy around, but it doesn't influence you. Whatever, uh, sometimes it's not only Rajo energy, but activity also. But there is no influence. When you are Satoguni, there is no influence of Rajo and Tamo. So I think you can also check that day by day we finding whatever is happening around us, it doesn't influence us in the sense of if it is Rajo, even if there is sound, but internal there is such deep quietness, very peaceful, and I feel I like it very, very beautiful. So as much we are becoming Sato, then our actions, how do we see things? Seeing is action. How do we hear things? All our senses and sense organs, you feel that they are more pulled towards influence, internal influence, but also the quality. I am seeing, but there are certain things which could be disturbing, but I'm not seeing it because I am so pulled towards Sato from within. Same with listening, I'm listening so many things, but if it's necessary, I listen. But if it's not useful, it doesn't stay with me. So it's like we are above the influence, so that our every action we do, is Sato action. Our seeing is Sato, our hearing Sato, our even what we speak, every word we speak also is Sato. So this transformation every day in our awareness, in our attitude, in our drishti, and then in our words, and also in our actions. Now, body actually is the part of Prakriti, elements we call also nature. Because there are two. One is body is one of the product of elements, but also there are a lot of what we call it changing elements into material things. In elements there is everything, right? Even all the metals, everything is really from the from elements, right? But we make them as material things and then we start possessing them. All the gold, all the jewelry, yes, diamonds, whatever it is. We take out of nature and then we change it to material, and then there is a lot of uh, greed and then attachment, and it's like mine belonging, right? And even elements, some of the things uh, we are not able to create boundaries, like, but otherwise the water, land, sky, everything actually is unlimited, and it's no one's property, right? But we have divided and they say, no, this is my space, this is my land, and this part of ocean, water, this belongs to me. But as much we are becoming Sato, Baba had been saying that elements will also serve you. So first there is this personal connection, that how I help to create Sato Pradhan elements by doing elevated actions through my body and then connecting where not to have any greed, any kind of greed. Because when there is greed, then we accumulate, right? But now elevated action is that I say, why not use it for God's service? And from heart, we start sharing everything with everyone. Our heart becomes very generous. So you are creating this personal relationship with Prakriti. Even at confluence age, once in a while we hear the stories that in one of the village in Gujarat there was flooding, lot of flooding. Lot of houses were almost underwater. And this Baba's child is writing and he's saying that I am safe. Water is rising but not reaching my home. So because I think that that relationship with the element of water. And then if you are a pure soul, your elements, your body, you have been doing pure actions, elements shouldn't be hurting you in any way. There are so many stories. I remember once in Sri Lanka, there was a big uh, storm, cyclone, big. And Baba's children were sharing such beautiful stories. So even fear is not there in us because you have very pure relationship with elements. I always felt this that you can talk to elements, you feel protected, you know you will be provided, not fulfilling the greed, but the needs. So no question arises what will happen. And as we all know that whenever we cook in Baba's remembrance, then we offer to Baba, and then we make body accept it as Brahma Bhojan. So even that simple action is creating good relationship with the elements because you are using it as a trustee. Whatever I have, I'm fortunate, but I am trustee. That means I cannot misuse it, waste it. Everything I have, I use it in a worthwhile way, not wasting, not just using for the self. So this way, it also is becoming not only unlimited, but as Baba in yesterday's Murli said about our body, about our wealth, that body, even physically, you are settling some karmic accounts, so you have pain or any problem, but still it can be used. God uses your body as make you instrument for serving. All our dadis, whenever, when they went to hospital or a doctor, it was just a service. And I know our dadis always say, going to hospital, they say, oh, are you going to pilgrimage? Are you going to pilgrimage place? Okay, you came back. How was your journey? And also, not only settling of karmic accounts, but also purification of elements. And also, when you are in that physical situation, then you practice soul consciousness. You stay very close to Baba. Your remembrance is there. So all these beautiful stages are created, even when body is going through some physical sickness. Our Brahma Baba, of course, was number one example because at the age of 93, he was walking straight with no eyeglasses, no stick, because every moment, every thought he had was of remembrance of God. Not only remembrance of God, but how to serve humanity. Because if there are three things, so the soul can become Sato Pradhan, so effort, remembrance, so that any past karmic accounts, they are settled. And third is how to serve through my thoughts, words, and actions. So his life was all three, and there was no waste, not even, feeling. Sometimes I'm amazed that how is possible that there are so many challenges, but he used power of silence. I saw him in many, many kind of critical situations, but Baba will just sit in silence. We also will get power, and we were able to do what was right at that time because of Baba's power. So at this time, confluence age, when we have learned our connection between soul and body, so we don't use body just to, of course, inner happiness, contentment is important, and to live comfortably is also good. It's necessary. But when it comes to luxury, overspending, so some kind of karmas are created there. Someone say, but I have it. Of course we have it. It's our fortune. But what is your share? We use it. I use my share. So not to have greed, not to have attachment, but be a good trustee. So when you are, as I said, in karma, there is wealth, there is body, there is relationships. But if they are elevated, they are pure, they are subtle, then you're creating a very, very good relationship with the matter, with the nature. Not only with God, but the nature also. So that purification which is happening, that nature elements are becoming Sato Pradhan. And I am contributing, making them Sato Pradhan too. And they show Lord Krishna had to be taken across the river. Little child, father was carrying in a basket. But the water, river, wanted to touch the feet to be blessed. And when the waves were going high, the father was almost drowning. But he won't drown. No? Even the waves were very high, trying to touch feet of Sri Krishna. Because so this protection from every element and sustenance which one gets. The sustenance of body also is through the nature, right? Money doesn't sustain body, right? But you need food, grains, clean air, water. So it's little bit subtle, but more you think about it, then more you will pay attention. How do you use your body? That do all sat karmas, sato karmas all the time. Use it in a sato way. Look at everyone as soul, as peaceful, as loveful, brotherly drishti, vision of love, and even speak very, very gently, sweetly, respectfully. So this is how we use our each sense organ in a Sato way. It's a beautiful experience if we pay attention. Internally also you will feel there is more light and might. Not just knowledge, but knowledge as light and yoga as power, the might. So for tomorrow, seeing the connection of limited, that's body, with unlimited elements, and use the body and everything else. Like don't waste water, don't waste any food. But whatever we do, we have respect for elements. And when you have respect for elements, then we're creating our fortune, but also elements become Sato Pradhan. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Journey Adi Ratan. As it was in the beginning, so it will be at the end.
Our ancestors are the direct children of God, seated at the foundation of the tree, such that they give power to every branch. We remember their renunciation, tapasya, and tireless service, presenting the most elevated gift from God, the original jewels, Adi Ratan. Bhau Vishwakishore was Baba's true, obedient, honest, altruistic child. In Laukik, Bhau was Brahma Baba's elder brother's son. Since the establishment of this yajna, Bhau had played a beautiful part of Hanji Baba at every step. In 1957, Brother Ramesh had invited Mama and Baba to come to Mumbai. Bhau Vishwakishore went to Mumbai a few days before Mama and Baba's arrival. One day, early in the morning, Bhau Vishwakishore called Brother Ramesh and asked him, Ramesh Bhai, I have to go somewhere for service. Will you drive me there in your car? Brother Ramesh came to pick up Bhau and they both started their drive. After driving for a few miles, Bhau said, Ramesh Bhai, I forgot some important documents at the center. Let's go back. We will postpone this for tomorrow. Both Bhau and Brother Ramesh came back to the center. Next morning, they started their drive again. After a few miles, Bhau said, Ramesh Bhai, I forgot that today I had another service at the center. Let's go back. We will postpone this for tomorrow. Once again, Bhau Vishwakishore and Brother Ramesh went back. This continued for many days. Finally, one day, Bhau asked Brother Ramesh, Ramesh Bhai, I am sure you have understood by now that I have been doing this on purpose. Brother Ramesh replied, Yes, Bhau, but I am not sure why. You call me every day to go somewhere, but we end up coming back to the center. Bhau Vishwakishore smiled and said, Ramesh Bhai, I was testing your driving skills. I wanted to check if Mama and Baba can sit in your car safely. You have passed the test. I will now tell Mama and Baba that you will drive them around when they come to Mumbai. Like a true Hanuman, our Bhau took care of Mama and Baba at every step. When Pandav Bhavan was established, it was bought under Lokik name of Bhau Vishwakishore. Bhau wanted to transfer this name to the official name of the organization. He went to many famous lawyers for documentation. However, Brahma Baba did not accept any of these documents. One day, Bhau Vishwakishore asked Brother Ramesh to make this documentation. Bhau decided to present these documents to Brahma Baba. Both Bhau and Brother Ramesh were traveling back to Abu. As soon as they reached Abu Road, they saw that Bholi Dadi was standing at the station with a letter from Baba. Baba said in the letter, You both can have food and water at the station. After that, you will finalize and register all the paperworks before coming to me. Bhau Vishwakishore had followed Baba's Srimad. They did what Baba had asked them to do. They bought the stamp papers and registered the documents. Afterwards, they both went to Pandav Bhavan to meet Baba. Bhau then asked Baba, Baba, I have shown many documents from other famous lawyers to you before, and you did not accept any of them. But today, you did not even review the documents that Ramesh Bhai had written, and you directly asked us to register them. What was the reason behind this, Baba? Baba replied, Child, I am Trikaldarshi. I do know that Ramesh Bhai does not have the same level of experience as those lawyers. But did Ramesh Bhai write those papers, or did I write them through Ramesh Bhai? I am the one who wrote them through him. Then why do I need to approve my own work? This is why I directed you to register them without my approval. The next day, Brother Ramesh and Bhau were taking leave from Baba. Baba had asked to take a picture with both of them. After, Bhau Vishwakishore and Brother Ramesh sat on the train. On the train, Ramesh Bhai asked Bhau, Bhau, usually Baba would never ask to take a picture with anyone. Then why did he take a picture with us today? Then Bhau replied, Ramesh Bhaiji, this was my final meeting with Baba. Before leaving, I had proposed to Baba that all my tasks for yajna are now finished. And now, I would like to play my new part in the advance party and prepare the kingdom for Mama and Baba. Baba had accepted my request, and this is why he took this final picture with us. Exactly after 8 days, Bhau Vishwakishore had left his body at the Gam Devi Center in Mumbai. Bhau continues to play his part of being Baba's right hand in the advance party. Baba always used to say, there is no child like Vishwakishore. He finished all his tasks and made me carefree.
Om Shanti. Yes, Bhau Vishwakishore was one of the real jewel of the yajna. There are many stories about him that is always shared, and he knew he was leaving, so it was interesting the way Baba and he had picture. That was the last picture one you saw, and then it says that after 8 days he went for surgery in Mumbai. Then he left body. Anyway, so they all are with us as ancestor souls. You saw the schedule. So we'll have regular schedule will be there, but also awake Murli revision from 5 to 6:10 p.m. additionally. Thank you. So now let's invite our angel, Sister Tanya. Welcome. We'll get our homework.
Om Shanti. Hello, everyone. Wonderful to be here again and to really, I'm enjoying today, especially this aspect that I think is quite unique to our path that Mohini Didi really underlined, that although we are the great renunciates, that we renounce everything, we do not renounce the use of everything, but we make everything elevated, that we liberate ourselves from having any desires through matter, through the body, but we use it in a worthwhile way and thereby create our future, our fortune for the future, and also inspire others to do the same. So I really look forward to, again, experimenting in this aspect of the way I will experience myself as I transform this relationship with matter, and specifically with my own body, that I will have a very unique, like an alokik experience. It will support my moving closer to that elevated Sato Pradhan stage while in the body. This idea that to be spiritual, we have to somehow separate ourselves from matter is really something that we do not do on this path. And so important that we develop the sanskars now, these divine sanskars of how matter will serve us in the future because of how we use it at this time. So I'm looking forward to furthering these experiences, these experiments through having this awareness, using these aspects that we're now imbibing in our intellects to have a very unique and different experience of what it is to be a soul in the body, using matter, all the resources, but completely free of any desire or pull or influence of those things, but rather creating fortune and benefit for ourselves and others. So let us now look at the homework for today. Actually, not for today, but that we're looking at for today, that we will be practicing tomorrow. And so, Sato elements, Prakruti. Because time is now so close, together with the devotees, even the elements are now invoking you and wondering when their Sato Pradhan masters will be pleased with them. And so we will now have our experience of the homework.
Sato elements, Prakruti. Because time is now so close, together with the devotees, even the elements are now invoking you. And wondering when their Satapradhan masters will be pleased with them. because time is now so close. Together with the devotees, even the elements are now invoking you. And wondering when their Satopradhan masters will be pleased with them. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Good night, everyone. Om Shanti.